Welcome back to Professor Layton and the Pandora's Box. So, last time we found out about the story of how this town got created, and its founder, Sophie, who was looking for the Pandora Box. Oh, well, go ahead, Jova.
Okay.
Certainly. How may I be of assistance?
It seems you've done a great deal of investigating today. Tell me, during the course of your inquiries, you didn't hear anything about my daughter, did you?
Your daughter, sir? I'm still kind of quiet.
Yes, Katia. You see, she hardly ever comes home since her grandmother Sophia passed away. Sophia and my daughter were very close, so her death came as a great shock to Katia.
Katya.
If you should see her, would you please tell her that her father wishes she'd come home?
And apologise to her because I can't remember her name.
A fine gentleman such as yourself delivers the message.
Unfortunately, our train is leaving soon, so I may not be able to be much help at all.
Katia is my only child.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Jova, it's pronounced Katya. This isn't hard, okay?
Everything to me. Well, hey, I've never really... I don't know
Your
if you
guess
hear
is as
the
good as
name.
mine.
Katia.
Luke, speak. But judging from my family and upbringing, I imagine she's both beautiful and refined.
Steady on, Professor!
Okay, so like I was saying, yeah. Sophia, as we all know, she was looking for the box and they never find out exactly why. Apparently, Katya knows something. So yeah, like I said, Sophia is the key to solving the mystery of Pandora's box. So let's try to find out more about her.
Oh yeah, that thing. People say it kills her and manages to prize it. I just found out about it during the course of my travels, but that box isn't what I'm really after. Well then, if I may be so bold as to ask, what are you looking for, sir?
Gold! Gold!
A phantom town that's nowhere to be found on any map.
Oh, you must be looking on the Last Spectre.
A place only the chosen may visit. The only train I hear is on the Molentary Express. That train and its many mysteries have been the subject of my research for years.
That reminds me, Joe, but make sure you do Spectre's Call, not Last Spectre.
I know. I was just making a joke, Pedro.
Okay.
Jeez, you're so jumpy about that.
Yeah, that's the one detail I haven't managed to pin down yet.
Well, I don't
You
really...
whisper a password and then you're on the train, then whoosh, the track goes in a new
Well,
direction.
I really don't like Lana Manella's Luke.
Anyway, it's probably something like that. I just have to keep searching until I find a way in. Who's Annie Manella?
Interesting. Thank you for your time. I hear that she's the one who provides Flora's voice. Professor, did you hear that? I think we finally got a new lead on the Elysian box. That's right, folks. The role of Lanny Manella will in fact be played by Shiroi.
It's a bit early to celebrate, but it looks like our journey on the Molentary Express isn't over yet.
Okay, Professor.
Alright, you two, let's go back to the station and stop speeding up the dialogue.
Oh, I'm a bit ahead of you guys, excuse me.
Oh, Luke, how was that voice box operation?
I think the teleprompter went a bit haywire.
Oh, okay. Here's one of my favorite... Okay, I actually really like this puzzle.
Look at this poster, Professor. I think it
Wanted
reminds me of a puzzle.
Yes, it's quite lovely, Luke. Oh, but there's something quite odd about the picture. Wanted Professor Herschel Layton?
Oh, what do you mean, Professor? What?
Wanted?
So yeah,
Why are you wanted?
the poster doesn't remind them of a puzzle.
No reason.
The poster itself is a puzzle. It doesn't remind them of a puzzle. Train stations are an especially good place for dramatic farewells, aren't they? Below is a painting of a man and a woman bidding each other a tearful goodbye. Somewhere within this painting, however, is a single unrealistic detail. Find and circle that detail.
The snow. There shouldn't be snow in Britain anymore.
Unfortunately, that's not it.
If only.
The professor's... what does the sign say? Professor Herschel Layton, wanted for mass
This one
robbery.
is actually really easy.
I think I've got it,
Well, you
Professor.
did okay.
It's a poster from Labyrinthia.
Well,
It's
spotted.
not really something to figure out, you just
Where
have
the
to
man in the
look
painting to
carefully.
open the window as shown above, the frame would go through the roof of the train. These days, most trains have windows that only open partially, of course, thanks to modern air conditioning. You know what I mean.
Yeah. You're going too fast for yourself.
I knew there
I
was
know.
something strange about that picture.
Well, fortunately, it gets better when I get to full sense, if I remember correctly. Okay, anyway, little time so I can check the camera.
Right, Luke, put together the camera. No, never mind. I need to read my journal. No, never mind. Let's go on the train.
The heck is going on here, Professor?
You got at least 30 puzzles under your belt. Who's the rock star now?
Oh my gosh.
Well, thank you.
Oh,
How's that festival treating you, dudes? Pretty righteous, huh? The train isn't ready to move quite yet, so while you're waiting, I'll lay the street puzzle on you.
but I'm hungry.
Sammy's necklace.
Seriously, I haven't had anything to eat for hours.
Sammy has 8 chains with 7 links each. He wants to connect all these chains to make a necklace. The jeweler says that it will cost £2 each time he opens and closes a single link. Boy, that's gonna get expensive. As shown below, Sammy would open an end of each of the 8 chains to make one long necklace. However, that would cost £15. And
16.
Oh, yeah, 16, sorry. And the truth is that there's a cheaper way to get the same result, using the cheapest method possible. How much will it cost to make the same necklace? So it's a matter of paying attention. Actually, I'll just put the links. Number of links each small chain is a crucial... Oh, fuck.
You haven't been opening the links on each of the small chain, have you? Try
You see,
taking
the
one
thing
small
is,
chain, popping open it 7 links, and using the individual open links to connect the other small chains together. Is the answer clear now?
I apologize, dear audience. See, the thing is, when I'm recording on the emulator tends to go slow as shit, and it becomes really hard to determine the actual speed that the game is going.
This is so ironic. That used to be my old problem with Ace Attorney, but now I found a way around it. It's like you're reading in my old mentality when I would go lightning fast.
Oh yeah,
Fortunately, it gets better. Don't worry.
Speaking of the puzzles, you know when I did the puzzle in the crossover game, it was odd doing it as Maya.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of the whole appeal of the crossover, seeing the Ace Attorney characters solving puzzles.
Oh yeah, the crossover. I'm on to chapter 3 with that, and it's been very fun. My only issue with the crossovers, though, is that the saving mechanic during the courtroom trials seems rather wonky compared to every other Ace Attorney game.
It is. I'll agree with that too. Yeah, it doesn't really become one to experience in any way. It's just a little small detail that could have. Oh wait, cutscene. And this is it's important.
And then the train blew up.
David Cage came to see Katya off.
So much.
Who's this person?
Katya.
And who voices Katya?
I tried checking and I couldn't really find it. It's not Manila, for what I could tell.
My long lost love.
She's a great voice actress though, as we'll see towards the end of the game.
I
believe we may have stumbled upon Mr. Anderson's dear daughter.
Oh, we've got voices now.
Cracking send-off she's having.
I'll say, haven't seen the send-off this brand since the send-off at Saint Mystere.
No, she's just going on holiday.
Okay, her English VA is Cynthia Geary.
Oh, nice. Well, she's a fantastic voice actress, and I'm saying that because specifically something that a big monologue she has at the end, but we'll see that. Katya's the only daughter of Dark Sun's most influential man.
Oh, that one's actually spoken at the end.
Yeah, it is spoken.
Okay, I'll actually look that up.
The entire ending of the game is fully voiced.
I'll look that up actually so I can watch it later.
What, you mean the ending?
I just can't stop thinking about this.
No, but the monologue is a huge
about...
spoiler. It's literally like the big emotional moment of the game.
Alright, okay, I won't bother. Well, the next stop on this line is the perfectly normal town of Luxembourg.
Oh, well then, how do we get to this mountain town?
That's an excellent question, but I don't have the answer, Luke. And stop interrupting me. But if the Molentary Express does indeed head to the parts unknown, the crew will know something about it.
The Professor, Luke, Flora, and...
Good, no narration. You're learning your lesson. I thought you learned your lesson. Come here so I can slap you. There.
Is this lagging? I'm pretty sure I said... Never mind. Anyway, it looks like there's no way in.
The video is fine to me.
No, I meant was the Skype call lagging.
Luke, break through the door.
Okay, or we could just open it?
No, it's locked. Break through it.
What about the key?
There's no key. Break it.
Oh, alright. But you first.
Akihiro Hina would have a headache if he ever heard you the way you play Professor Layton Blips.
We're messing up his characters.
Yes, you see, on the way to Luxembourg, in the tunnel, none of the scenic views in our restaurant affords patrons will be visible. It is Mr. Beluga's wish that all patrons be able to enjoy the scenery while they dine, hence our temporary suspension of service.
Huh. Wow, talk about classy operation.
Unfortunately, that dialogue wasn't really that important, so...
Yeah.
How's my little guy doing? I knew it'd be tough about him around, but I didn't realize how lonely I'd get. Is he happy at least?
Don't you worry, he's doing fine, and he'll be fit as a fiddle before you know it.
But if Fiddle's inanimate, she'll be dead. That's really good to hear. Don't let me down, okay? I'm actually about to close up the kitchen and rest until we get to Luxembourg. Most of the train shuts down for the leg of the trip, so you might as well go rest in your room. Now get out of here. God damn it, I said get out.
We're not in there!
I thought we were going back.
Alright, so we have to find out about this whole Phantom Town thing.
Where Layton's head was moving.
So we have to find out about the whole Phantom Town thing, and so let's inquire about... Oh! Hey, hi, Granny!
It's Tom Riddle's grandmother.
Bye, Granny.
Good.
Finally, time to get down to business. It's been ages since I got to do some real work. I hope I ain't got my voices mixed up.
What do you mean? Didn't you just finish repairing the train?
Sort of, but before I can kick back, I gotta do... Oops, I mean nothing. Things are good.
Professor, I think he's hiding something.
No shit.
Finally, time to get... I hope I didn't screw up his voice there and give him another...
Whatever. Doesn't really matter. He's
I
not really...
can change my voice at will. Now I'm Australian.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
hey, look, it's one of the kids from Pleasure Island.
Good day, sir. My name's Conrad. I'm a student from the village of Depstone. I'm headed to Luxembourg, so it seems we'll be travelling together, for a while at least. Here, have you heard about that long tunnel on the way to Luxembourg? When the train passes through it, every light on board is switched off. Stranger still, once the train nears the tunnel, all access to the deluxe carriage is cut off. What if someone needs to go to the toilet in the dark?
That's a good point.
That's really strange.
Something very weird must be going on if they shut off access.
Of course, it all makes perfect sense. Why didn't I see it before?
Because they were in the dark.
I think I've worked things out. Quickly, to the deluxe carriage, and stop cutting off my dialogue!
I'm right behind you, Professor. Sorry. Professor, Luke, and Flora decide to visit the deluxe carriage.
Again, I humbly apologize to both my co-commentators and the audience watching. It's just that...
At least the audience can pause the thing to read it. We can't.
I'm still... Well, there's not really that much important things we're missing right now with this, so it won't really hurt the overall story.
I really like this
that sign on the door. Actually, it appears to be a puzzle of some sort.
What did you say, Shirai?
I said I really like this.
Don't care. I have a hunch that if we can solve the puzzle, we can gain access to the carriage, or you can knock the door down, Luke.
Well, Professor, you are training me to be a puzzle-solving apprentice, so I'll do it the puzzle-solving way.
And now I'm training you to be my bodyguard. Break the door.
In order to pass through this door, Luke and Layton must arrange the symbols according to the following rules. The star must be next to the moon, the X must be second from the top, the circle must be somewhere above the diamond, the moon must be located 2 places below the diamond. So, order.
Star must be next to the moon.
I'm not even going to bother with hints because I think this puzzle is very self-explanatory.
Yep.
Circle must be somewhere above the diamond. Moon must be located 2 places below it.
You see, David, you can make games that make us think and without shooting and guns and all that shit. That's what this game does.
And they can be successful.
And then Layton and Luke suddenly got out 2 AK-47s and started shooting everyone. I can imagine that now. Layton comes into the train. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait a minute, there are
These should do the
guns
trick.
in a future Layton game.
They are, but it's not, they're not used by Layton.
They're not used by our characters.
They're used by the villains.
Layton the Hedgehog, Shadow Edition.
The only characters in this series that use guns are the villains.
There we are. The door's open now.
Because guns are evil, therefore
Alright, so
villains have them.
Alright, let's enter the deluxe carriage.
Look at this place. It's off the scale.
Alright, guys, let's get to the bottom of this.
Yes, it's far more luxurious than the standard carriages. These tickets must cost a pretty penny, which is why I stole the ticket. I bought the tickets.
Alright, so let's see what exactly is in this deluxe.
That's why I stole the ticket. Bought the ticket.
Professor, this room is just breathtaking.
I know, it looks kind of like almost every other room we've been in, to be honest.
No, you'll notice the sofas are. You'll notice the sofas are bigger.
Yeah,
Wow,
they are.
the sofas are bigger.
And 1.5 times as big as our room to boot.
Well,
Even
everything's
though-
just big.
Luke, stop doing my pose.
Well, Professor, I do have to learn from you.
Not like that. I mean, be like me, not be me.
Plus, just look at how super squishy this soft feather is. Whee!
It's better than.
And Luke, a true gentleman doesn't bounce on the sofa. Come now, don't jump on the sofa. See, Luke?
You see the webs.
Remember that discussion we had about how gentlemen should act in front of ladies?
The webs is pretty much getting into the mind of Layton. He even knows what he thinks before he.
Yeah, you're right. It does squishy. Whee!
You see, Professor, I know how to act in front of ladies.
Luke, you're so grounded when we get home.
Okay, hey, what are you doing here?
We're bouncing on your chair. Whee!
Radical surprise, dudes. Anyway, sorry to burst in on the party, but I'm just here to snazz up the rooms. Let's see, do I put them here? Negative, Sammy, that's no good.
Are you an American stereotype?
Hey, you there, smart-looking dude. I mean you, man.
Who, me?
Oh, me, good sir?
Uncle Beluga, I mean, the boss, told me to just have to place with some flowers. Can you work out where I should put these things to make this whole area smell nice?
Yes,
Professor, I
spice.
sense a
Yes.
puzzle
We
coming.
have
Of
to.
course. Shouldn't be too much trouble to find a spot for flowers as lovely as
We're
these.
going to be doing this
Or
for a
you
puzzle.
or you can go to the shop and buy some spray.
Smell the roses. There's nothing like freshly cut roses to boost your spirits. Can you help Sammy freshen up the whole carriage with their fragrance? Touch a square with your stylus to place a rose. The fragrance of each rose reaches 2 squares in all directions, but can't penetrate walls. If the fragrance or 2 more roses overlap, the resulting smell will be overpowering. So make sure to keep your roses spaced out. Touch an existing rose to remove it.
I love how they make something as
Consider this
mundane as
puzzle
setting
solved.
flowers a puzzle.
I was
You have
wondering
to-
how they would do this.
You have to
Wonderful.
wonder what is behind the mindset of someone
A
who's
lot
trying
of
to do something.
it's
like
clear.
that.
It's abundantly clear that a lot of thought.
Yes, Luke, you lay the flowers. I'll just stand here.
These puzzles make it abundantly clear that there was a lot of thought put into this game.
There, how's
Yeah.
that? And Luke did all the work for me, so I'll take all the credit.
Oh, but delicious! It's not crazy, but it makes a statement. I'm sure it'll go down a treat with the boss man.
But Professor, you were the one who solved
Shut
the
up.
puzzle. I was the one jumping up and down on the bed
Shut
like
up.
a gentleman.
Shut up.
Well, anyhow, kick back, relax, and enjoy the rest of our ride on the Molentary Express.
Smells lovely in here now.
Yes, all thanks to me. Yes, quite nice, I'd say.
Well, of course it's thanks to you, Professor. You were the one who did the puzzle.
But back to the task at hand. We've given this place a once-over and come up empty-handed. And it's all thanks to you, Luke. You're wasting our time.
Excuse me, you were the one leading the
Gentlemen, you can't
expedition,
pay for
Professor.
tickets to other people's rooms. So let's
Guys,
return to our
we're
room.
on camera. You have to act like gentlemen.
All right. Okay, Professor. We have
Fuck
to.
you.
It feels like it's so late. Can't we just stay here for now? Even though it's
No.
not even our room? The Professor, Luke, and Flora decide to return to their quarters once
That's
more.
much better. We can't let the guys at level 5 know what British people are really like.
I will find the narrator and castrate him.
She right?
It's the strangest thing. All of a sudden, I'm so tired.
Are you sure the flowers weren't sleeping ones? The ones that emit a gas?
What's
I
the
have hay
matter,
fever,
Flora?
I forgot.
Gosh, all of a sudden I'm sort of sleepy too.
Alright, you two, this is no time for jokes. That's for me to make. Oh dear, I'm suddenly quite tired myself.
Do you remember, Professor? True gentleman knows how to
Oh,
make
this is when everyone's
love.
Shut up.
Oh boy, I'm afraid our heroes have been caught in a trap.
Shut
It's
up.
a trap.
I can imagine it now, late in the sleep. Shut up.
No, but Professor.
Like I said,
Castrate the narrator.
like I said, it's a good idea. Oh,
What's going on out here? Am I dreaming?
Oh my god, I'm in Luke's dream.
he's dreaming a puzzle.
It's
Oh, yeah.
spreading.
What were you saying, Pedro, about good job here to what?
It's a good thing that Akira no Hino isn't here, or otherwise he will be having a fucking brain aneurysm because of what Wibbs is doing.
I'm ruining Layton. Single-handed.
Anyway, so yeah, we did this puzzle before. It's the train order thing.
But
this
it's
one is
all a
slightly harder than the
dream.
other one.
There should be a spin-off series with anti-Layton, you know, like the arsehole Layton along with his accomplice Luke.
Well, there is Layton Brothers. His son Alfendi Layton is kind of an asshole at points. He does.
Ooh.
I can imagine now Luke is a delinquent and Layton's training him to be a martial artist or something. And it'll have guns and
Wait,
everything.
Layton can be an asshole in this series?
No. Alfendi Layton, his son, from the spin-off Layton Brothers.
Oh, well then
Yes,
what went
yes,
wrong?
Luke, unlike you, I got laid.
But Professor, what's there to say I didn't get laid?
You're a young boy.
I'm
young.
not older, of
Get
course.
laid.
I know when I'm older.
And in the third game in this original trilogy, did you ever say you had a child?
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
I had a look at your file, Luke. You haven't, so you have no right to speak. Now shut up.
Really?
All
What
right,
file?
so the order is now correct.
Yeah.
So-
Let's go before I ruin any more characters.
All right, for now, the next few parts are going to be more
I've
voice.
got the puzzle solved.
So I can rest my Layton voice.
And you can stop ripping the series for a bit.
This series is supposed to be, you know, tame and proper.
And then they wake up, and then we realize that the
My word, I
Dementors
must have fallen
attacked the
asleep on
train.
the sofa. How careless of me. Oh my god, I slept on Luke. Ugh. Do you know what happened in that tunnel, Luke?
Sorry, Professor. I slept through the whole thing too.
And I slept on you.
I had a wonderful dream about a puzzle, and I had the strangest dream too. In my dream, part of the Molentary
So yeah,
Express
what he
switched tracks
dreamed,
while we
what
were in the tunnel.
what that puzzle. So yeah, what that puzzle actually was the train
Switched
switching
tracks.
tracks.
You mean to say one of the train's carriages is now riding different rails?
Hey, but wouldn't that
Why
mean
doesn't the
that...
dream after all?
So yeah, that's what the flowers were for. They
One
want to
carriage
put
did split off from the train, they would
So yeah,
not
that's
be
what-
bound for Luxembourg.
So yeah, that's what the flowers
They
were
want
for.
to knock people out.
They want to knock people out.
Maybe
So that
that
no one
carriage
knows.
is how you get to that phantom town.
There's the deluxe carriage is apparently something.
Beginning to suspect that
There's,
you're
some,
right on the money, Luke.
there's something going on with Mr. Beluga and this train.
Yeah. I hope the phantom town isn't as creepy as it sounds. And where's Flora?
Luke, have the hand.
The next
Okay.
is frozen. Come on, passengers.
Oh my gosh, his voice is amazing.
It is. This is a great thing. The voice acting in these games are fantastic. Oh, okay.
Of course. How could I have missed this? Do you recall how this ticket was missing a destination? Well, it seems that the destination was staring us in the face all along.
Really? But where, Professor?
Yes. To hell.
All right. This is actually a very particular puzzle that is very special in the series because it reminds me of King's Quest. Because
Wow.
back in the King's Quest games, when piracy was all the rage because it was incredibly easy to pirate games, King's Quest had a thing where they used to do puzzles where the only way to solve a puzzle was to consult the instruction manual. You know, it was their way of avoiding piracy. And this is kind of the same thing. The only way to solve this puzzle is to take the instruction manual, because the instruction manual actually has this ticket there. And
But what if you bought this game pre-owned and there was no instruction manual?
What if you're emulating it and there's no instruction manual?
There's the internet.
But if you don't have the internet, then you're fucked, aren't you?
Oh come on! There's internet centers that you can, and libraries that you can go everywhere to
Yeah.
do something.
But Pedro, what if there's someone trying to do this without the internet? Then what do?
Then they're
Help.
screwed and they're stupid.
This game came out in 2009. I mean, come on! By that point, everybody can at least some access to the internet.
Well, let's imagine that there is someone out there who doesn't have access to the internet
Jover,
who got this
stop.
game.
This should do the
Those
trick.
poor doomed children.
Ha! Wonderful.
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 Wonderful
So yeah,
indeed.
Full Sense is the name of the Phantom Town. Full Sense.
Full sense.
Yeah,
Why
but
am I
we...
the one saying this when the professor solved the puzzle?
Because you're stealing my thunder again, Luke. Now be quiet. More
I
cutscene?
get it. I suppose that means we've almost reached our destination.
Yes.
Phantom Town. That
Luke,
sounds
don't-
interesting.
Don't open the window, you
Whoa,
dummy!
this
Don't
is
worry,
strange.
Professor. I won't do what that
When did
idiot
it
on
get
Garden
so
Beyond Two
dark?
Souls did.
What do you mean?
What's Beyond Two Souls?
A really terrible game that deserves to burn.
But I don't play games, Luke.
But, Professor, you play those Ace Attorney games. That's where you got your pose from.
Okay.
Luke, let's not destroy this series continuity anymore.
I agree.
I do believe we've arrived at the next stop.
But I don't see Flora, Professor. Where could she be? And, and all of a
sorry,
sudden
Flora.
the music is
Me
out.
too. Glad to see her finally awake.
Ah, Flora! Ah.
I was out getting breakfast.
Hiya, Professor. Laura, where did you get off to? We could have gotten breakfast.
I'm sorry, but the carriage was really stuffy, so when we stopped, I went outside for some air.
How can you go outside? There's... Ugh.
Well, I guess the train stopped.
The train stopped, so obviously she can.
You went out alone? Are you crazy?
Luke is mad.
I followed you here for ages and you had no idea.
It's dangerous out there. Who knows what kind of oddballs could be lurking out around?
Oh well, I'll be more careful from now on.
You're very nonchalant about this.
Yes, I am.
I guess true British gentle ladies aren't exempt to the same rules as true British gentlemen.
Watch your tone, Luke. A gentleman always remembers to treat a lady with kindness and respect. Now go make me a cup of tea, love. It's all back together. Why don't we get off this train and see where we are?
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Alright, so second mystery is now solved. The ticket was for Folsom, destination accessible only to those riding in a particular carriage on the Molentary Express. It would seem that Dr. Schrader must have visited Folsom sometime before his murder.
Come on, guys. You didn't see that coming?
I did sort of see it coming, but even still, that was the crap. Only got the oh my.
This is the creep. Now we're going to enter
This
the
place
creepiest
gives
town.
me goosebumps.
Dialogue.
Yes, I'd second that.
We're out of a job.
I love the music, by the way.
God damn it.
I know, I was like, okay, I love this.
Oh boy. Oh my god, the Curious Village again.
Oh, these must be pictures of the town.
Indeed, and old ones from the look of it. Judging by their condition, I'd say they're at least 30 years old.
Wow. How'd you know?
I read the script.
That's right. You're an archaeologist.
He's an archaeologist, Ribs.
Of course you
It's
know.
his job to tell how old things
No,
are.
Luke,
And I read
don't
the
tell me
script.
you actually forgot.
Archaeologist who still had trouble
Well,
recognizing
we
the
best press on.
Chronosaurus, but whatever.
A Chronosaurus. What are you talking about?
In part 1, he mistook a skeleton
cutscene.
for... Oh.
Creepy doors that open themselves.
Luke, did you just trump there?
Hmm? What on earth?
I'm dizzy.
Professor, what was that?
Let's go.
LSD, Luke.
But Professor, maybe we should stay on the train?
Oh,
We're already off it.
Professor, don't go into the
oh
light!
my.
Oh.
I thought the professor was seriously on LSD for a minute there.
Whoa.
Looked like it.
What was that?
It's interesting to us because, oh wait.
Is this Pandora's box make everyone trip?
What
Whoa.
the hell?
Just what is going on here?
I don't know, but it's strange.
Just a bit.
I am serious.
Alright, seventh mystery. Minutes after Professor Layton Luke and Flora's arrival in Folsom, the rundown train station transforms into a gleaming, ornate, decorated building right before their eyes. What caused a sudden change to the station's appearance?
The workmen here are very efficient.
Yeah.
Following rumors of the Elysian box,
This is her,
the professor,
the actress who
Luke, and
plays
Flora set foot
Katya.
in a strange town. But cautious as they were, nothing could have prepared them for the events to follow.
Indeed.
Okay, then.
It's a Professor Layton game. Of course nothing will.
Again with that creepy music in the...
Well, it is a phantom town, and
The
for
Phantom
oh,
Town.
and I love Folsom's And this is Full Sense's theme. One of my favorite themes in the entire series.
It's like something from a horror film.
Which one?
I think that one. Actually, so many. It reminds me once of that one where there was this Michael Myers theme park film.
Halloween 3? No, wait, he wasn't in that one.
So yeah, this is the final. This is the final town. The rest of the entire rest of the game is going to be taking place on Full Sense because
All right.
this is the big. This is where the actual.
Luke, I should have spoken. I apologize.
There's an awesome, and I love this music too. So
Professor, the train still stopped in the station, but there's not a soul in sight. I sense foul play at work.
Then it seems we have no choice but to remain in town, unless you can drive trains, Luke. All the more reason to proceed with our investigation of the area.
I suppose so. Let's keep looking.
Girl, ride the train.
Indeed. So yeah, that was part 8. And here's an interesting thing, ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow commentators, aside from Jova, who already knows the plot. Here's an interesting thing. Without knowing the game, without you guys knowing, the game already threw at you 2 pieces of foreshadowing for what exactly is going on in this town.
Yeah.
2 particular pieces. And when you eventually get to the end of the game and you start looking back, you'll see exactly what I mean. But for now, yeah, that's part 8. So see you in the next part.
See you then.
See you then.
See ya.